Welcome back to another video, guys. Thanks for checking this one out. Before I get started, I just want to say sorry for such a delay on these videos. I really lost the motivation to do all the editing and got kind of overwhelmed with how much there was to throw in here. Not just for this video, but at this point I have like 7 videos lined up and it all just kept piling up. Yeah, figure I might as well start busting them out and hopefully get most of them done within the next month or so. Anyways, let's get into the video.
We're here in New Brunswick, Canada. Moncton?
Yeah.
Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Riverglade. Riverglade?
Yeah, that's the track name.
Riverglade.
Anyways, we're not at our normal tracks this trip.
We're international, baby.
Yeah, we're up in Canada. As usual, I forgot to film the beginning of it already, so I already had practice in my first moto. But this trip, about 9-hour drive, 9.5. We're up at Riverglade. It's a really cool track, huge ruts, and then it gets really hard packed with some other spots. So today's amateur day. The classes are kind of confusing. They're not like they are in the States. There's junior, which is like C class, I think, and masters, which was, I'm pretty sure it's just A, B. I was confused at first, but I signed up for masters. There's like 32 guys in it, and I actually had a pretty good start in the first moto. I think I was top 5, maybe top 7 or so, going out of the first turn, so that was good, and I was just slowly losing spots because I was struggling in the ruts. Yeah, hoping to do better in the second moto. Tomorrow's the pro day, and for a while now, like a couple of years, I wanted to try to qualify for the 250 Pro-Am class, and it would have probably gone good if it wasn't this year, because this year it's pretty stacked. The last few years there's been like 40 guys, 45 guys that try to qualify for it, and they take 40, so it's fine. But this year there's like 65, 70 guys trying to qualify for it, and low chance I'm going to beat enough to qualify in. But it'll be fun trying it and trying to, do the whole qualifying thing. Yeah, just a fun weekend, do some traveling. Hopefully you get to see some stuff after the motos tomorrow, and yeah, I'll try to film some throughout the day. So sorry for my cameras being kind of bad in this video. That Insta360 camera, for whatever reason, those lens covers, lens guards, whatever, they get scratched up so easily, so they end up looking pretty bad. And I replaced them, a week or 2 later, and they ended up doing the same thing pretty quick. So I think I'm gonna go and switch back to the GoPro for like the helmet mount view for a lot of the other races. But any races I can't use that, I gotta go back to the chest cam. Alright, so first practice on the track here at Riverglade. So this track seemed like it got pretty rutted out, and those ruts really baked in later on in the day. Some were so deep, it got pretty crazy. So this finish line jump and the jump after, they're not, the hardest jumps ever, but they're just 2 big tabletops, and you had to make sure you got that first one to get the second one pretty good. But they're a lot of fun. And this step up was a little tricky. You had to carry a lot of speed, and it was just kind of a harsh landing every time. And then that step down, I just got a little sketchy on it a couple times. Yeah, I didn't end up hitting these jumps until like, I don't even know, I think the last laps of the day. Because I knew I'd have to hit them the next day. Or else there's no shot of me getting in. Look at the start. On a 250F in the open class, in the open AB class. And came out in like 5th or 6th. So, that's pretty awesome. And as soon as mud covered that lens, it was it was pretty much over. I mean, there's a couple more clips I'm gonna throw in here, but you can't really see too much from them. This weird thing where I kind of went down, but the handlebars shoved my glove into the boot, and I ended up having to yank my glove so hard that it ripped the pinky of it off, and the glove was only like halfway on for the rest of the race. And of course, ended up getting a flat in that. Didn't realize until it was almost too late. Got it pumped up, but a little bit of a fire drill. It was really only good enough for like 2 laps. I got it. Such a bad start on this one. Yeah, just got buried, and I worked my way up a little bit, but there wasn't much I was going to get from this one, considering where I finished in the first one. was charging pretty hard, got in front of three racers that I really think I should have beaten, and then last lap, ended up stalling the bike, of course. Made up some of the ground on them, but wasn't enough. And then, didn't really expect this, but they end up doing a little like Holeshot challenge thing between whoever wanted to sign up. So that was pretty neat. We were watching that for a while, getting some laughs in. They almost hit the bike of that. Hyping him. Oh, look, he's got the whole crew helping him.
Dang, they're doing his thing. They're doing everything.
They're getting him dialed in. Oh,
Don't extend yourself, sir. We've got it.
Versus an 85, though. It's a little bit more fair. Why does like no one wait? Everyone's too antsy. And then Aiden showed up right after. Saw some impromptu fireworks. Oh my god. Way too close to the van. Alright. It is pro day, and yesterday's moto, the last one, realized I had a flat right before the moto. Didn't have time to swap wheels, so I filled it up quick, and it lasted for about 2 laps. Really bad start, and was working my way through a little bit. Started feeling the tire, and had like 3 people behind me. And I was doing all right. I was doing a little bit better than the first moto. I was in like 18th, I think, and last lap, bike stalls right after one of the step ups, and all 3 of those people get by. Oh well, but I hit the finish line, the jump after that, so that was pretty helpful for coming into today. So today I rated practice, and it was sloppy, just like the first practice yesterday. The premix class ready did their first moto. Women's is out there now, and I'm about to head up there for the qualifying session. So I got 1 shot to try to make it in. Hopefully I could at least be an alternate if I don't make it in, but I heard there's not too many guys here. I think it's only like 45. But still, I gotta beat 5 guys. So hopefully I can do that and be in the motos today. So everything's all washed up. Everything's checked. Air filter's done. Spoke's good. So gonna head up there and see how it goes. Thanks to Aiden for getting some of this third-person footage so I could splice it in here. Split it up, so got the timestamp in the corner, and you can track along with, try to see what my laps are. Some ruts were just so deep, like this one coming up. It was so deep it ended up knocking my chain off, and I had to spend a bunch of time putting it back on. And then some other ones, like it would shift me into a different gear, and I had to try to account for that, downshifting extra time beforehand. But yeah, it was so tricky to get a decent lap. So after that failed fast lap attempt, here's the first actual fast-ish lap I got in. Definitely a ton of mistakes I could have cleaned up, which it's a little painful looking back on it. But I just gotta try to work on that stuff so I can do it better next time. But it's so hard in the moment to try to lay down a fast enough lap. You're pushing, but you don't want any mistakes. And with only one qualifying session, I mean, you only get maybe 3 fast laps to throw in there. Depends if you're charging the entire session or you're doing a roll lap or 2. sketchy in some of the spots, but for the most part, I think I could have done a little bit better. Not sure if it'd be enough to get in. Up bad and had to roll that step down, just a little bit rough. Almost went down. I half jumped that table because I don't know, I hit a soft spot and it kind of pushed me sideways. Here's the last fast lap. Yeah, definitely lost some time in some of these corners where, like, even at my level, I could have cleaned them up and shaved some seconds off. You know, just where the bike stands up a little bit, where I slow down a couple miles an hour more, half a second right there, if not more. I think I did good in that corner that took my chain off that time. Stayed to the way inside and was able to swing around it pretty good. Definitely got to hold it on a little bit harder in the rutted straightaways. It's real sketchy going through them, but you lose so much time otherwise. This section was a little weird, but again, just try not to drag the pegs too bad and go to a spot that's not too deep. And then that corner is pretty fun with the drop down. Then into the final two corners. So as you can see, didn't make it, but kind of explained. I know where I could have made up a lot of time. For the first one, it was a good experience. Fun to ride a different track like always. Cool to do the whole qualifying session, like, you know, how all the pros really do it. Still didn't get last technically. So that's always a plus. So after this, I went into filming the motos, and I think I'm just gonna leave these clips with no voiceover, because just so you can see how cool some of these guys are. They're just riding around, like staying low over everything, getting through these corners pretty fast. Like, I don't understand how they don't struggle in these ruts. And also just being so consistent over the whole moto. Pretty crazy. So my phone started filling up on storage pretty soon on the weekend. That's a problem I have with a lot of these videos is I just barely have the space in my phone, so I gotta start solving that, doing something else, because that ends up killing my footage for a lot of my vlogs. Yeah, so film the starts. Yeah, I didn't really get much of the last 250 moto. All in all, it was such a fun weekend. Like I said, I think I can do better. I still got 2 more of these lined up that you guys are going to see. So, next one is Deschambault, which is up in Quebec. French speaking, a little bit different for us. The one after that will be Walton in Ontario. And we're planning on checking out Niagara Falls too. Those will be some pretty cool videos, and thank you guys for watching.